Okay, you might recognize this place by now. Back in Bigfoot country. So this time we're going across the bridge. We're gonna hike that side of the river because there's one marker over there for a mine, an abandoned mine, and it looked like a really big deal. There's also a bunch of building markers, like a lot of them. We're gonna see what's over there. We're following the old train tracks. These old tracks, they lead to the Blue Heron Mining Community. It's like a tourist thing. So all of these mines are part of Blue Heron. So we're gonna see if we can find this big mine that's down here. Of course, there might be other targets of opportunity or whatever. And we're also gonna see if there's any structures, ruins, anything like that. I don't know what condition this trail's in. We'll see. It's a little warmer today. At least it's above freezing. It's in the 40s. So at least there's that. I'm seeing a little bit of a trail here, but a whole lot of freaking curly trees, so I don't know, we might have to depart the trail and go into the forest. We'll see what it looks like up here. It does not look like this place is, ow. It does not look like this place has traveled very much, ever. There's old rail over there. It was probably the rail that was right here. Meant to salvage it and didn't, I don't know. Kind of suspicious looking because that looks like coal up there. I think I need to go up there and look. Usually I would say that's just a rock overhang, but I think I see coal. Would they have one this close to the train? Yeah, I've seen it. That is definitely coal. Wow. I don't know if it'd be worth mining. Let's check this little spot over here. No, apparently it was not worth it. There's no holes. Okay, we're at 652 feet. That should give us an indication of what we're looking for here in this area. There's some rail. As you can see, there's trees down all over the place here, so this place does not get visited. Probably going to see a lot of this. This is actual railroad rail, not minecart rail. The old map said there were two buildings just off to the side of the railroad. So I'm going to walk over here and take a look just to make sure it wasn't like a mining office and, you know, holes or anything. There's nothing on the map. There's only one mine marker. We know that doesn't necessarily mean there's only one mine. It's not how this works. This is brick. There's bricks right there too. It looks like a foundation man-made wall. Probably part of the building. Probably standing on the foundation of the building. There was definitely one here. There's concrete right there. A giant rock fell down. I don't see anything else. So I don't know what was here, or why those buildings were here. They could have been anything. It's just a giant rock cut out, or water cut out, I mean. Okay. All right, we'll keep going. Old culvert here. It's for water diversion under the railroad. Still doing its job too. After all those years, it's the only thing still working here. Railroad's right up here. We're gonna climb up on this side to it. We're gonna keep going. See what's next. Looky there. So, what this is, from the last video, if you remember, we found those pylons across the river. We are in the same spot on this side. So whatever conveyor or rail line that was on top of these supports ran all the way across the river because we are in the same exact spot. So this is the other end of that. I think it was just a big bridge type thing. Now all that's left is just the pylons, the support pylons. But hey, that's the other end of it. That building was not on the map. Like I said, not everything is. It could have been a house or something, I don't know. Pretty small. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Could have just been part of the railroad. You know how they have like support sheds and stuff. Mechanical things. It's a pretty route to drive a train down. There's an old rail bridge. Look, they used actual rail for supports, just like miners do. There's a cable running through them all. Same thing on the other side too. Guess they didn't need to make it fancy, huh? Now there's rail, actual rail. So they left the rail here on this side. That's the first rail I've seen actually in the ground. It's hard to see, it's kind of buried, but it's there. Now we're even seeing railroad gravel between the lines here. Seems like the farther down the tracks we go, the better shape they're in. This big orange ball. Cable right next to it. I guess maybe it was attached to the cable. You know, it's the worn off aircraft or whatever to tell them there's a cable there. That means the cable must have been pretty freaking high to have one of these attached to it. It's only half of it. Yeah, that cable goes up into the trees. Still got both rails here. Even railroad ties underneath of them. I think I see some supports up here. Right where a building's supposed to be. That's interesting. Guess that served as a foundation for something. Don't know what. Whatever it was, had something to do with the railroad. May need to look off in there for just a minute. There's supposed to be two other buildings up here. That's minecart rail. So maybe that was conveyor support. And there's an old pipe. Yeah, we're gonna take a look over here. There's a rock cliff wall up there. Probably gonna need to check that out. The other two buildings I was talking about are across this creek up there. What is that? Something's reflecting light. I think some kid's balloon got away from him or something. It just landed here. Look at the rock cliff. I got distracted by the shiny thing. If this was anything, I don't think it is that any longer. I mean, it's possible, but okay. Let's see if I can see over here with the binos. Here's some tin, old bottles, jars. This could have been a house, man. That's definitely box springs. Look, they've been there so long they grew into the tree. That's old. Bunch of barbed wire too. I don't see any signs of a foundation or anything. Could just be covered by forest and leaves. That's definitely man-made, whatever that is. Could be a foundation. There's some tin. Yeah, that's man-made. This rock stacked up. That could have been their root cellar or outhouse. This was a house, man. Some kind of metal collar. Okay, I don't see anything else going that way. There's not anything on the map. I do tend to think somebody lived here though. Rock walkway maybe? Like a little reinforcing wall. There's nothing left up here. Just the foundation. I don't even see any garbage or anything. We're gonna go back down there. I'm just looking at this rock wall, cliff face. Some very old tin, very old. A bunch of bricks laying on the ground. I mean, there's a lot of brick laying around, you know. It's like the only thing that remains is concrete and glass. Another concrete support. I don't know, it's these oval things. We've been seeing those. We saw them on the other side too. There's another one. There's one down there. Oh, what's that? That has to be it. Has to be one of them at least. A small one. Okay, we are obviously not going in that. I don't even know if it is a mine. I don't see any coal, but I don't really know what else it would be. But man, that's freaking low. Can't even tell if it went anywhere. Almost intact jar. It's got a hole in it. There was supposed to be 2 buildings right here. I don't see anything left. Man-made rock wall, chimney, maybe chimney right there, brick. It's a bunch of brick right here. Broken jar, some kind of cutout right there. Could have been a house. Alrighty, keep going. Man, this is freaking cool looking. There's a giant rock stand out there. I'll get down there so you can see it. I'm pretty sure it was for the bridge that we were looking for on the other side. If you guys remember from the last video, towards the end there, I was looking for a bridge. Okay, so you can kind of see it now. Looks like there's one on this side too. They just planted them right in the middle of those boulders. That had to have been the old coal bridge. That may have been like a bridge, man. Those are pretty sturdy, just for a coal line. That is cool. Let's see if there's anything left of whatever that bridge was feeding to on this side. It looks like there is. Okay, so that's bridge end for railroad. Probably had a loader or something for the coal here, because it's right in line with it. Oh man, there was a sign here. Big freaking metal sign too. There's some concrete stands probably coming from the mine that's marked up here. Wow, we never get a sign, especially one like that. That's heavy duty. Might have been a building right here, I would imagine. There's concrete block supports for one. Not one on that, but you know. Looks like there's a road up there where those ruins are. We're gonna go over there. There's a Forest Service gate. That's not good. That means they know about it. There's trail signs, man. No. Y'all. Why? Don't do this to me. Freaking Forest Service. This is an actual road. Maybe? Trail? Big South Fork, National River and Recreation Area. Where are we at? I think we're right there. Worley. Doesn't really tell us where we are. Okay, we're gonna go look anyway. Yeah, what we want is that way. So, we'll see. Hell, that could have had something to do with hydropower for all I know. Very intentional. So is this. Water direct. Concrete. Minecart rail stuck in the ground for a support for something. Now they're just teasing me because you and I both know, without a shadow of a doubt, there's going to be gates over this line. Bet. Used to be a building there. Probably some kind of a shed. The concrete water direct is still going all the way up to here. When in doubt, follow the water. Oh man, we might have something here. What are we doing over here? Look at that. Concrete pipe coming out of it. It's like a retaining wall. That water's straight orange, man. That was big, whatever that was. This smells like straight sulfur. There might have been an entrance that's piled up, maybe. How do I get across this without sinking? I have to go further right up against it. I really need nature to do me a favor here. Come on, nature. Do me a solid. There's got to be more than one entrance. Let's see what we got. So I guess the mines were local. Honestly expecting to be higher than that. The rail's stuck in the ground. It's beneath us. It's beneath us, just like I said. Look, it's freaking boarded up. I think that's where it was. And it's boarded up. Oh. That startled me. I'll admit it. That one icicle has gone all the way from ceiling to floor. It's a long ways. You did it, buddy. Probably gonna refreeze too. Temperature's about to drop. I mean, that had to have been one entrance over there. It's a pipe sticking out of the ground. Could have been part of it over there too. I don't know though. These really do look like the real deal because both of those have man-made things around them. And the water coming out of that one, that sulfur smell, that's pretty unmistakable. I'm not looking for mines anymore. We know that we can't get in them. Hey, I was wrong and they didn't gate it. Guess they didn't really have to. I'm trying to get to this little cascade over here. Because that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's a nice waterfall. Hey, at least we got a waterfall. Ish. Yeah, I really don't think there's any other mines past this. We've already climbed quite a bit in elevation, and the water is crystal clear above those. So, as you can see, the ice is basically glass. You never go, you never know. It wasn't that bad of a trip, honestly. It's pretty. And some pretty old stuff along the way, too. Now I gotta hike all the way back. But I gotta backtrack because there's really no other way to go. Man, that is serious orange. Wow. Just over the decades, man. It's just everywhere. It's just a chemical process, but still, it's not pleasant and it smells awful. I kind of want to look inside of that if I can get across Orange Creek without getting oranged. I know it's probably just a foundation, but I just want to look. Man, it smells terrible. You guys know what sulfur smells like. That's what it smells like. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a big foundation. I think it was a building. Could have been main office for all I know. I thought I saw this road on overhead view, but I thought maybe it was just like an old trail or something. There's freaking gates and signs, man. A little more developed than I would have liked, but I can't really complain, right? Because it wasn't technically gated. I think the miners themselves did that, not the Forest Service. Oh well, still pretty cool. Okay, back on the railroad. Now we just gotta hike it out. I'm not waiting on the train to come because pretty sure it's not. Pretty cool place though. I like the fact that there's like a sign. I don't know why, I just do. It was a big deal. We never get a sign, especially for the old ones. The new ones, sure, but the old ones, no. Alright, enough rambling. I gotta move. And we're back on the bridge. I know it was quick for you. It was not quick for me. The sun's getting low. It dropped behind the mountain a few times on the way back. As soon as it does, man, the temperature just hits the floor. Alright. Hey, we didn't get to go underground. But you know, it's not always about that. Still found some cool stuff, at least that's what I say. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Yeah. Alright. Good game.